Hi, I'm Todd Anderson.
And I'm Michael Majors.
And you're watching the Versus series on StarCityGames.com. All right, we're back here today playing with the full spoiler. All the cards are now open, and we also have the banned and restricted list. Luckily, last week, me and you just randomly missed it.
I know, that was nice.
Yeah, no Reflector Mages, no Mercools, no Smugglers Copters. Maybe we were playing bad decks, but we were really lucky. Yeah, but today we're going to be playing with, for me, I'm going to be playing with an old favorite with a couple of new updates. I'm going to be playing the Chief of Compliance, Baral, in a blue-red deck, playing a whole lot of Tormenting Voices and take inventories to kind of abuse his all your spells cost one less colorless mana. We're going to combine that with things like Dynavolt Tower and a couple of cheap negates and some more counter spells out of the sideboard. Instead of focusing on the loot part whenever you counter a spell, I want to focus on the make spells cheaper, so we don't have a ton of counter spells in the main deck. We do have a bunch of removal spells, Harness Lightning, Galvanic Bombardment, and Fiery Temper to pitch off of the Tormenting Voices and Cathartic Reunions. I think this deck's going to be a lot better for two reasons. I think Thing in the Ice is a lot better now that Reflector Mage is gone. And I think because Reflector Mage is gone, I think Spell Queller is going to see a little bit less play. So that's going to make stuff like Tormenting Voice and Cathartic Reunion a little less dangerous to play. Not a whole lot of counter spells.
Yep, and I'm kind of playing with the new favorite. I played with this card last week in a Aetherflux Reservoir combo deck. Inspiring Statuary, which we didn't have the correct name spoiled last week. I think it was Inspiring Monument.
Yeah, last week we had the Japanese rough
bad translation,
yeah.
Right. So this is the card that it's a 3-mana artifact, and all of your non-artifact spells gain Improvise, which means all of your artifacts can pay mana to essentially convoke them.
Yeah, it's really cool. I actually really like that ability. You know, we saw stuff like Court of Calling, a couple other convoke cards see a lot of play when they were in standard. Was the 4 damage spell that had Convoke. Stoke the Flames was really, really powerful. We haven't had a lot of time to test with this new mechanic Improvise yet because we just got the cards, but I'm very excited to see what can come out of it. There's even a Court of Calling for artifacts, which name I always forget. But yeah, it's the new set looks like a lot of fun. The mechanic looks sweet, and I'm very excited to see what it can do in your deck because Michael's deck looks dope.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it. It's kind of like a combo control deck. I'm basically trying to ramp into an Ulamog the Ceaseless Hunger on the cheap and just kind of manage the battlefield with my Thraben Inspector that now makes a Mind Stone and my Ceram's Expertise that makes Thran Dynamo and my Confirmed Suspicions, which is just all kinds of filthy if you have Inspiring Statuary on the battlefield.
Yeah, it does look really sweet, and the fact that like they kind of all work together once you have the Inspiring Statuary out, it's all really, really cool. All right, well, let's go and get to the match and see who takes it down between Blue-Red Control and Blue-White Inspiring Ramp, or Statuary Ramp, I don't know.
Good enough.
Inspiring
Statuary Ramp. We did it.
Yeah.
Let's roll some dice.
All right. Poker game, see who goes first.
Let's do it.
Highest hand wins.
Yep. It looks good. 2 pair.
I only got 1 pair.
Yes.
You win.
Yes.
Tilt. All right.
All right, here for game 1. I'm on the play. My hand's great.
Okay. All right. My hand is pretty sweet as well. We want to draw a mountain so that we don't have to stop casting red spells because Ether Hub can only cast it the one time for now. But we do have a lot to do with our blue mana off this island. I'm looking to probably start with Baral and then kind of go off over the next few turns, especially if I get this Thing in the Ice in play. Okay.
All right, yeah, sounds pretty sweet. Thraben Inspector, make a clue. Your turn.
All right. Get an energy and say go.
Ooh. That is interesting. I think before I would have just like cracked my clue by default, but maybe this just makes me want to play this and then kind of just build up my artifact count. No, I still think it's better just to crack my clue this turn, so I'll hit you.
All right, 19.
And I'll pass the turn.
All right, so we could just go ahead and fire off a bombardment to kill the Inspector, but I think I want to save it so that I can get like a a counter off my thing in the ice. So we're gonna start off with Baral though.
Yep.
If it doesn't die, go ahead.
Oh man, I just want to note that I could Metallic Rebuke here, and that's just filthy.
Why don't you Metallic Rebuke my creature?
No, I don't have it.
Oh,
I'm saying I could.
Yeah, it is. You could mana leak me.
Tilt. Oh man. In that case, I think we're just gonna play this Spire of Industry and play a Pacification Array and pass the turn.
All right. That card is pretty good against Thing in the Ice. That's a tilt.
Yep.
I don't think I can win anymore. Okay.
What?
What? This game, not. All right. So I think what I'm gonna do here actually is just go Yeah, I'm gonna try to cast Trophy Mage.
I just want to use my mana, so I'm just gonna rebuke this.
Okay. That's filthy.
So
Your
good.
turn.
All right, I'm gonna play my planes, play my SRAM's Expertise, get me some servos, and then cast this Pilgrim's Eye.
Oh man, that's all sorts of nice. All my spot removal spells are pretty bad here, but Baral Chief of Complaints is gonna hopefully. I forget this card. Hopefully, gonna hold down the fort. Well, that's a pretty good draw. All right, we're gonna go Thing in the Ice.
Mm-hmm.
Get this into play now. We're gonna play a Tormenting Voice, pitching Drowned Temple for 1 mana,
All right, get some value there.
and then could play another spell, but I think I want to wait. Your turn. I only have 1 copy of Drowned Temple. I don't think it's that good. 2 might be a better number, since we do have 2 Chandras on our top end.
All right, I'm just gonna hit Todd for 1
All right, 18.
and pass the turn.
Tutor for a thingy and cast the thingy. Eh?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Take inventory, trigger.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess you could just tap it. So getting all aggressive with Thing in the Ice is not a huge deal at the moment. So I guess we'll just play this and probably just get back the Drowned Temple. All right, go.
All right, sacrifice Inventor Sphere.
Sure.
Get a Statuary. Come on, maybe I can't even cast Ulamog if I draw it. Guess I can't. Let's see. So I definitely want to cast this turn, because if Todd flips Thing in the Ice, then it gives me a little bit more value. So maybe I just don't even want to cast this turn right now. But I guess it makes the most sense just to lead on this. So I'm going to play a Prophetic Prism.
Okay.
Okay. And then I will play a Thraben Inspector.
Okay.
Make a clue, and I'll hit you for 1.
All right, I'm going to... I probably should have done this already. I'm kind of stupid.
Come on, Todd. Be nicer to yourself.
I'm kind of stupid. All right, that's fine. Whatever. 17.
Go.
All right, we'll bring it back to Drown Yard.
Yep.
All right, Chandra off the top or a draw spell.
Chandra would be good.
Chandra would be tight.
Come on, Ulamog.
I guess I'll hold on to this Bar Bluff Canal in case I draw a loot effect. I can discard it. All right, go.
How many cards do you got?
I have 5.
I'll crack this clue.
Okay.
And Play Statuary.
All right. Attempt to negate, trigger both these.
Okay.
All right. Loot.
Guess this works when it actually resolves, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. All right. I'm going to discard a land.
All right. I will just go ahead and attack with these 4.
All right. Block 2,
Sure.
eat 1, take 1. Actually, I'm at take 2. I'm at 15.
Yep. And play an implement of improvement.
Okay.
Go.
Yeah, he's not using his pacification array, but come on, deck. Got so many things that just let me go off. All right, go.
Tap your brawl. Guess this is plan C of beat down 1-power creatures. Smush.
All right. Block a servo and take 4.
Okay.
I'm at 11.
11. Might as well just go ahead and cycle this implement. So I'll gain 2 life and draw a card.
Okay. You got 22.
22. Okay, go.
Draw. Maybe it's time to just kind of
Do something.
Yeah. Alright. Oh, wait. Yeah, I don't have to. It costs 1 less. I'll just fire temper you. Trigger this.
Okay. So 19.
Declare tax.
Tap it.
Alright. Now I'll play this.
Yep.
And it's your turn.
Drop. Guess that's reasonable enough. Play Pilgrim's Eye.
Okay.
Go get an island.
And that Metallic Rebuke made it so my deck just didn't do anything this game.
Play a Thraben Inspector.
Yep. Get a clue.
And I'll pass the turn.
Alright. The problem is, before I flipped this, instead of doing all the stuff I was doing, I should have just killed Thraben Inspectors and Pilgrim's Eyes, so when they got bounced, they didn't get any value.
Sure.
We're gonna kill that. Alright. We're gonna activate this and declare attack.
Tap your Awoken Horror.
Attack.
Could just like effectively block Fumarole to save 4 life.
That's a good point. I'm gonna kill it.
Oh. Alright. Fair enough.
And then I'll put this.
Yep. Take 5. 14.
Go.
Do I want to crack a clue or do this? Probably just want to.
I should type it like this.
Probably just want to anticipate. I'll anticipate.
Okay. Dangerously close to
going
just
off?
hard casting an Ulamog.
What are the electricals?
You're at 14, I'm at 11, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Play a Thraben Inspector. Get a clue. Cast Anticipate. Guess I'll take this.
Just need a cathartic reunion or take inventory to start getting things going.
Even though I'm not going to get any value off this, I'll just clog up the ground a bit.
Okay.
Get some servos. Pass the turn. Guess I should have anticipated first, but would have just saved mana essentially.
Huh, that was dope. Alright, got Chandra.
Oh, that's good.
Alright, I'll -2.
Yep.
She's at 2. Next turn I can loot away my hand if I want. Oh, sorry, attacks. You're going to tap this. I'll hit you for 1.
Yep, 13.
Go.
Yeah, pay 2 mana for the array.
Oh, right, yeah.
Right, boom, Lamog.
I'm dead. All right, targets.
Just hit these 2, I guess.
That's very bad for me. I don't think I actually have a way to deal with that when it's not.
Most people don't.
Indestructible is pretty good. All right, let's draw some stuff. That's not a stuff. All right, go.
Ooh, that's a fun one. All right, combat.
Yep. Take 10.
Go to 1 and some number of cards less.
Yeah, that's a lot of cards less. Hey, all these spells.
I guess I'll go ahead and anticipate right now.
Sure.
You know, I should have done that pre-combat, but I just couldn't resist. Take this. Let me count my mana. I think it probably doesn't make sense to actually play this card right now. Yeah, I'd rather just leave up this plus array. Go ahead.
All right. Fire temper you, I guess.
Yeah, 10.
10. Draw. Well, we finally drew a thing. Torn Voice, Pitch Bombardment.
You have 1 card left. Hold.
Yeah. And I'll pay 3, or you can negate it.
Yeah, I'll just go ahead and confirm suspicions of that.
All right, you win.
Okay.
All right, I'm on the play here for game 2. Not a super great hand, but it does have a lot of cycling, so I'm fine with that in this matchup for sure.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. It's a little clunky, but should be fine.
All right, go.
Go.
Guess I can start with the take inventory, just a cycle. I can also just Cathartic Union away the take inventory. I think I want to do that just so I can try to find a creature. The first take inventory is whatever.
Not great.
Yeah. Go. My deck does have a ton of spot removal in it, which is not very good against Michael's deck, but...
Yep.
Speak of the devil. Alright, whatever. Blast him.
I can respect that.
Should have just done that last game.
Yeah, I mean, probably. Just go ahead and take this opportunity to play my 3rd Temple of Tilt pass.
Well, nothing bad's happening to you, so...
It's true.
Go.
Play Anticipate.
Yep.
It's a weird set of cards. I'm pretty sure that this is the worst. Might just be best to take this, even though we don't really have any kind of payoff. You have 5 cards. Yeah, I'll just take those. And I will play Inspiring Statuary.
Yep.
Cool.
Alright. Gonna... Oh, man, you can friggin' rebuke me? Alright, I'm gonna blast you.
Yeah. Improvise is dope.
Alright. 17.
Yep.
First damage. Alright, second energy. I'm gonna hit you for 4.
Fair enough.
Go.
13. Alright.
I think I'm in a lot of trouble. Card just seems super powerful. Shrim's Expertise plus hold up a bunch of mana.
Yep.
Oh, okay. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm fine. Maybe it's okay.
Maybe things are
after
not as
all.
bad as they appear.
Alright, get another energy. Hit you for 4.
Ruh-roh. 9.
Go.
What a way to go. Prophetic Prism.
Yep.
All right, that was a good draw.
Tilt.
I mean, it's just Thraben Inspector, but it's still a good draw.
Man, he does kind of brick wall.
I know, he's good.
Roll. Yeah, that's a really good draw. All right. Man, it really stinks because I know it's just going to get countered. All right, Chandra. Can't not.
6, 9, 10, 11.
Wish I'd drawn that earlier.
How should I?
I guess he could always counter it with stuff.
I guess I should just confirm suspicions.
Yeah, seems great.
Yeah.
Yeah, your turn.
Oh man, this is fun.
Am I getting Ulamog now?
Oh
too?
yeah.
Okay.
And I'm sanctuming for another one. Come on. Let me at least tap them all.
Okay.
All right.
Told you I was in trouble.
Aether Sphere Harvester.
Okay.
6, 7, 8, 9. 5, 8, 9, 10. Maybe I shouldn't actually play the Harvester. That's actually bad.
Why not?
Because I can leave up Revoke too.
Oh no. You. Yeah.
Ulamog your things. Go get another Ulamog.
All right. You gonna attack me for one?
No.
All right. I draw. Your turn. What? I have two fire tempers.
Fine, we'll go
My
on
hand
to the
has
next
two
game.
fire
Fine.
tempers.
All right.
I'm dead.
Okay.
I guess I can draw the other fire temper maybe.
It's fine.
But you have
It's
a counter spell, right?
Yeah, I do. Okay.
All right. Let me. I'm gonna mill 20 and see if the last card is fire temper. Nah, I died. All right, we're here for sideboarding, and in this matchup, my spell removal is pretty bad. We're going to be trimming most of that, the 4 Galvanic Bombardments, the 4 Harness Lightnings. These cards, they have targets, right? Like, yes, the Raven Inspector, he has Trophy Mage, etc. But, like, when those are the targets, I can usually just defend on the ground with my own creatures, and it's unnecessary for me to try to kill them. Plus, we still have 4 copies of Fire Temper, which we can discard to kill. So we're not actually losing cards while we're killing it. We're kind of cycling them and doing some stuff on the board. Since Michael is likely to have a bunch of counter spells after sideboard, I'm also going to be cutting 2 copies of Cathartic Reunion. It's a little bit dangerous to cast it if he ever has mana open to counter it. And Tormenting Voice, I think, is okay. We have stuff we can pitch that we don't mind even if it gets countered. Like if we're pitching our Take Inventory #1, a dead removal spell, an extra land, it's not as backbreaking, but if we're discarding 2 cards and get a counter, that's pretty bad. I considered trying to cut the other 2, but then my deck stops functioning. So we're bringing in 2 copies of Negate. We already have 2 in the main deck, 3 copies of Spell Shrivel. We are not a heavy blue deck, which is why we're playing Spell Shrivel over something like Disallow or Void Shatter. I think Spell Shrivel is most of the time going to do the same thing that Void Shatter is going to do, but it only costs 1 blue mana, which is a pretty big deal. 2 copies of Release the Gremlins, which at its very worst is a Manic Vandal, but at its very best, it can wipe a bunch of his board and create a bunch of 2/2s. It's a little bit better with Thing in the Ice and Baral, Chief of Complaints. 1 more Trophy Mage and 2 copies of Jace Unraveler. Seekers to have some cards that Majors kind of has to counter. If he doesn't counter them, then that's going to let me actually start getting my engine going. We didn't draw any copies of Downvolt Tower in the first 2 games. We only have 2, but we do have the Trophy Mage that did get countered in game 1. So we need more things that he has to interact with, or else I'm going to hopefully really start getting my game plan going.
And over on my side, to kind of adapt to Todd's strategy, I'm basically turning into more of a traditional blue deck. I'm cutting some of my more like tap out ramp elements, like my SRAM's Expertise and a copy of Trophy Mage, alongside an Aether Sphere Harvester, which can be retrieved by the Trophy Mage, and one of my Ulamogs, and kind of just bring in a counterspell package. Stasis Snare is basically replacing Declaration in Stone. It's just better against Todd's deck and can hit Wandering Fumarole and Thing in the Ice at instant speed, which is nice. And the mana cost shouldn't be prohibitive, and it's not like he's putting too much pressure on me. So I'd rather just have the card that doesn't give Todd a clue and can hit his Fumaroles instead of just being efficient.
Yep.
And then just bring in Negates and Dispels, and then kind of just a big powerful card in Torrential Gearhulk, which kind of replaces the Ulamog and just works really well with the counterspell package.
Yeah, like it.
Pretty straightforward.
All right, Outlaws game 2 as well. Down 2-0. We need to win these last 3 post-board games to take down the match. This hand hopefully showcases what Baral, Chief of Complaints, can do. I'm just going to make Michael laugh every time I say it. This hand's a little clunky, though. We need another red source. We would like to just draw another land or two. Probably going to be discarding Chandra to my Tormenting Voice, which kind of stinks, but...
Over my side, I took a mulligan to 6. Obviously, we need some blue mana, but I think it's a fine mulligan, so it's great. I'm going to bottom this.
All right, your turn.
And turn 1, play Implement of Improvement.
All right, barrel.
All right, that will play Prophetic Prism.
Okay.
Go.
Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. Just going to pitch a Chandra.
Mm-hmm.
All right, get energy and attack for 1.
Okay.
That's not as much fun as I thought it was going to have. Your turn.
Yeah, I was a little worried, but... I'm just going to go ahead and jam my Trophy Mage. And I will get... Could just get Pilgrim's Eye if I'm feeling all safe. Probably should get Pilgrim's Eye. Yeah, I'm going to get Pilgrim's Eye. I'm a coward.
Come on.
Did I just pass it?
Cowards can't block warriors, man. Come on.
True.
Don't have another thing to discard, so we're just going to cast this Dynavolt Tower and keep playing our lands.
Eek.
And your turn.
That's a bit scary. Okay, not a bad draw though. Go ahead and play my Pilgrim's Eye.
Mm-hmm.
Get an island, play that. And this is colorless to sack, right? Or white to sack. Doesn't matter, but just curious. I think I'm done after that. Let me check though. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, we're just gonna Fiery Temper the Trophy Mage.
Yep.
Trigger this.
Yep.
Attack for 1.
18.
Here you go.
I'll pay white, sacrifice this. Gain 2 life, draw card.
Yep. Still done. You're at 20.
20. Okay. Let's play a Statuary.
Try to negate, I suppose.
I'm gonna
Trigger.
Sure. I'll respond to the trigger and rebuke back.
Spend energy. Negate again.
Crap.
Alright, so this, I go up to 6, and I get to loot twice. So loot, discard another Brawl, loot. I guess we'll discard a Take Inventory.
Okay. And I'll play a Pacification Array and pass.
Alright. Just gonna hold up the tower on 3. Ooh, boy, that was good.
19.
Play Jace.
Yeah, that's good.
Send him up to 6. Scry 1 and draw. Bottom this land. Guess there's not a ton of reasons to play this Ether Hub. Guess I could throw in another negate. Right. Go. The 1 energy might matter at some point.
Combat.
Yeah, that's fine.
Go.
Draw. Scry 1, draw.
Yep.
Bottom this land. Play a thing in the ice.
Yep.
Play a take inventory for 2. Trigger Dynavolt Tower. Trigger thing in the ice.
I'll negate it.
Alright, spend energy. Special. Trigger.
I'll negate it.
Tilt. Alright, so both these down. This is up
2.
And this is up 4.
Yep.
And I'll attack.
18.
Go.
Combat.
Okay. I think I actually just want to shoot it down to threaten the Jace ultimates.
Go.
All right. +1.
Yep.
Top. Declare attacks.
Yep.
All right, attack for 1.
17.
Fumarole, go.
Tap your Dynavolt Tower.
Taps artifacts?
Sure does.
Rats. Okay. I could shoot him, but I don't want to just waste it. So.
Anticipate.
Okay.
Take this. Go.
Drop.
It's 8. Is that right? And I can't play, or the first non.
It counters no, it just counters a first spell.
First spell.
Yep. All right, top. Draw. Declare attacks.
Yep.
Yeah, attack for 1.
Yep. 16.
Play a thing in the ice.
Sure.
Okay, pass turn.
Tap Dynavolt Tower.
Sure.
Play Statuary.
I will spell shrivel.
The spell.
Negate.
Crap. All right, I'm dead.
So this is gonna flip. Oh, okay. Yeah, we did it.
Can't beat Jace for 4 turns.
Jace tight.
All right, back here for game 3 to 4. 4. Yep.
Yeah, 1-1 finally.
Yeah, I got beat up. I had to put that out of my mind. But
you just drew a million counterspells. Like, not a lot to do with it.
This hand's pretty good, so I'm gonna keep it.
All right, this hand does not have a Baral, but it is okay. We're gonna keep it.
All right, make a clue.
Fine. Go.
Hit you.
19.
Go.
Guess we'll just cast this take inventory.
Yep.
Really don't want to cast Cathartic Reunion right there just because of how many negates and stuff he has. And he also could cast the Rebuke card too. Metallic Rebuke.
Crack my clue. Play this. Hit you.
Alright.
Go.
18. Well, that actually opens up a pretty sweet window for me here, which is nice. We're going to go Brawl into Cathartic Reunion.
Yep.
I don't think I want these two. Okay, go. Need to draw one of them Gremlin cards. One of them Gremlin cards.
One of them there gremlins.
Alright. We get an energy.
Yep.
We'll play a thing in the ice.
Yep.
Go.
Go.
What's going on here? What are you doing?
Kind of flooded.
Tight. Cards in hand?
5.
Play a Trophy Mage.
I'm gonna rebuke it.
I guess I'll try to spell shrivel.
Yep.
Alright, we would brawl.
Yep.
Ooh, we already have a take inventory in the graveyard. That's dope. Yeah. I guess we can pitch one or Fumarole and trigger this. Go get Dynavolts and pass.
Stuff. I guess it's not the worst in the world. Pretty good against Thing in the Ice. Go.
Come on, Gremlin. I want to release you.
Don't do it.
Alright, tower.
Yep.
take inventory, trigger.
You have how many cards?
I have 3.
And that'll be draw 2?
Yep.
Man, this is really close. Have you played a land this turn?
I have not.
I really don't know what's right here. That's fine.
Okay, so we're gonna do this, draw 2.
Yep.
Warning voice triggers, discarding Trophy Mage.
I don't know what to do, Todd.
I don't know what you got. I assume a counterspell.
Yeah.
Maybe you should have countered this.
Maybe. All right, it's fine.
All right, so we're gonna go trigger, trigger, draw 2. All right. Attack.
Accept.
18 all.
Yep, that's right.
All right, go.
All right, don't crack this clue conspicuously. Go.
Uh-oh. Okay. Shoot this. All right, come on, Gremlin. Oh, boy. What to do? This is not great. Alright, attack.
Block, brawl.
Alright, you go to 16.
Yep.
Your turn.
Ulamog. Trigger your thing and Dynavolt Tower.
Alright, I'm gonna
I'm gonna let this go on the stack as well.
Alright.
I'm gonna have this resolve under this.
So I can get back to Trophy Mage and sorry, move this out of the way. Get back to Trophy Mage, gain 2 energy, and be able to go get another tower. So alright, I'm gonna spell shrivel this.
Yep.
And it's gonna let me loot.
Yep.
There. So flip this first. Oh, that means I don't get to loot. That's a tilt.
Oh yeah, no, I guess not.
Okay, flip this, bounce everything. I don't get to loot. These 2 get exiled. I get 2 energy.
Sacrifice this, go get another Ulamog. And your turn.
Yeah, that was stupid. I don't know if I could have done too much differently. Guess I'll play a Jace. Gonna get exiled, but try to find release the Gremlins real quick. He did sack a land though, so he needs another land. I guess we'll just keep this.
That's not good. Yep.
Go.
You have 4 and one of them's Trophy Mage.
Yep. Do you have another land?
I do.
Tilt.
Not actually sure if it's correct. I assume it is. Hit Jace and Ephemeral.
Okay.
Go.
What to do now? Well, kind of doing it. Alright, Jace bounce it.
Sure.
And release the gremlins.
Okay.
So this is at 3. I don't think we have 2/2 gremlins anywhere. I think that's a new token.
Not
right?
even sure they exist.
Yeah. Alright, so we'll just use a 2/2 of some sort. Where are they at? Where are the Gideon 2/2s? They just don't exist over here?
Night Ally.
Oh, sorry. Alright, so this is a gremlin. Full attack.
15.
Actually, I'm going to tap differently. I'm going to play my land first.
Sure.
Go.
Prophetic Prism.
Thinking.
Oh, sure.
I don't think it's worth it to counter it. Go ahead. That's fine. But he's just really don't want him to get back up to 10. And keeping him from drawing cards might help.
Play Thraben Inspector.
Yep.
Go. Sorry. Maybe I should crack a clue now and try to hit a land.
Sure. I think that's definitely what you want
That's
to try to
gotta
do.
be close, yeah. Don't think leaving this up is that important. So yeah, I'm just gonna do that. Crack a clue. Probably should do that before I even play Thraben Inspector, but whatever. Alright, I did hit. So now maybe I want to do this. Probably I'm at 15. Yeah, Prism.
Wait.
Go.
Need to find another spell shrivel to make sure that the Ulamog doesn't stick. It's going to be hard to fight through it anyway, but... Alright, let's look.
Yep.
I guess I'll keep this.
That's not good.
Well, it's just a draw spell. Well, maybe, let's see, if we go Trophy Mage, play thing, play draw spell. That's not great. I don't really want to tap out for 2 energy when I can just go off.
Negate.
Alright, I will negate as well and loot.
Yep.
Discard Fire Temper target. This.
Not bad.
Draw 2 from Torrent Voice.
Yep.
That wasn't it. We're in trouble now. Assuming he hits a land, which I guess there's a chance he doesn't. Tower's the only thing I have to target. Attack for 3.
Yep. 12.
Alright, go.
3 cards.
Tilt!
Hit Jace for sure, and might just be Brawl, I don't know. I'm at 12. You have 2 in hand, 1's vault, or 3 in hand.
3 in hand, 1's tower. You're at 12.
Yeah, I guess I should have said Brawl. It lessens the chance of some crazy chain. Go.
That was a good one.
Was it a treasure or not? Well,
Yes,
basically treasure
was a
cruise.
treasure
It was
cruise.
treasure cruise.
Alright, so let me count my deck real quick, because if I don't have 20, I'm just dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 26. So I can safely cast this card without dying next turn. Draw 3. If you hadn't hit that Brawl.
Yeah, we did good.
That was a good little ditty. Oh man. Should have played my land last turn too, I think. Man, I'm just punting everywhere. This.
Yep.
And play my land now? Probably not. Maybe? Whatever. Go.
That's got to be good.
Rats.
All right, combat.
Yep. 20 down. 3 cards left.
No reason to make a move, I think.
I'm at 8.
Go.
Okay. Untap.
Yep.
Draw.
So 2 left, right?
Yep. What do I even do here? Alright, roll.
Yep.
I will fiery temper you, trigger these.
I'm at 12. That would put me to 9. Yep. 9.
Sorry. So resolve this.
Oh, sure.
Resolve this.
Sure. Okay. This is at 2, right?
It goes up to 4 from this. I'm casting this.
Oh, sorry. All right.
Alright. Then I'm gonna negate target this, and then if that resolves, it's gonna trigger. But these 2 triggers on the stack.
Sure.
Alright, so resolve this. Resolve this.
Okay,
And,
I stay at 12.
and then I'm gonna play negate target, negate triggers. If you have a counterspell, I'm dead. So just cast your counterspell.
Okay.
You win.
What did you have it regardless? I had this.
Yeah, I mean, if you have that, I don't think so. So I get you for 10, I think, was the most I could do. But pretty sure I was just dead.
All right.
The turn where I didn't cast my Trophy Mage before I started doing stuff, I ended up losing 2 energy because of it. And I would have been maybe able to activate once. But you had the Stasis Snare too, so it didn't really matter.
Sure.
All right, here for the 5th and final game. Hopefully I can take this down so I don't get 4-1'd and look like a doofus. But this hand is pretty good. We're going to keep it and hope for the best.
And my hand's pretty goofy, but it's got enough early stuff, I think.
Okay, your turn.
That's not a bad one. Go.
All right, I'm going to play a barrel.
Man.
My deck is so good with that guy.
That's really
it's almost
scary.
like I should play more than 2.
Yeah, I really don't like it when you play that on turn 2. It makes me feel like I could just lose very easily.
Right.
Go.
All right. Don't know how important Trophy Mage is going to be this game. And I want to keep all these other cards, so... Attack.
Yep.
Your turn.
All right, I think this is the best line. I'm just gonna make a clue and pass the turn.
Okay. Draw.
Yep.
Alright, thing in the ice.
Ugh, that's scary. I'm gonna rebuke that.
Alright, negate loot.
Sure.
Trigger this.
Yep.
And don't think I actually want this other land right now, so...
Jeez.
Go.
All right. That's not a great draw. Statuary, go.
Alright, Gremlin, the Statuary. Trigger.
Negate. Crap, he just has it all.
All right, so
I guess I should have
thing that's going to actually bounce Brawl before I get to loot.
That one already triggered.
And then, but this triggers, then this resolves, so I get a 2/2 that doesn't get bounced. And then, attack for 7.
Yep, 12.
Go.
Yep, not winning this game, I don't think.
Well, Chifa complains.
Play, anticipate.
Yep.
Get land, I guess. Play Prophetic Prism. That's not bad. That might give me a shot. Sorry, Inspector. Go.
Attack.
Can I beat a burn spell anyways? Probably not, because there's a good chance I'm just going to get hit by something eventually. Not sure exactly what the benefit of keeping Thraben Inspector around, because like getting value off this is just not how this game is going to play out. So I guess I'm supposed to jump.
All right, you're 10.
Yep.
Yeah, just don't play anything. There you go.
I don't think I can beat anything. It's like, this is technically what we need, but I feel like I just have to play this. I'll play Pacification Ray.
I'll spell struggle trigger this.
Yep. So I just can't beat a spell, basically. All right. Go.
Fire Temper.
Okay.
Trigger.
Technically, I was live. Technically.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow. Jeez.
My deck's great.
Yeah. Seems sweet. All right, so that was a really fun match. A lot of back and forth. After sideboard, I thought the games got really interesting because we both got to just have a whole bunch of counterspells in our deck. And with Baral, the counterspell wars with negates and stuff just felt like I could win them.
Yeah.
You know? Also, just me not having a whole lot of dead removal spells. Like games 1 and 2, I just drew a slew of Galvanic Bombardments and Harness Lightnings and just didn't really have great targets, so...
Exactly. Yeah, no, those games were a lot of fun. Felt very reminiscent of like 6, 7, 8 years ago kind of Magic. Just counterspells back and forth, just playing towards your big stuff. That was a sweet match.
Yeah, so I want to talk a lot about your deck because my deck is something that I've already talked about a lot. I wrote my article on this strategy, or a bunch of my article last week on this strategy, but mostly like your deck I think is this weird...
Hybrid-y.
It feels kind of like an Aetherworks Marvel deck, but also you have like a really easy, fair game plan.
Yeah, I'm just trying to like buy some time, get on the battlefield with like my clunkers, my Thraben Inspectors, my Trophy Mage, my Pilgrim's Eye. Interact a little bit. I have Mana Leak in my deck that's sometimes just better.
It's so good.
It's so good. Strange Expertise can buy some time against decks that are just trying to like get under me.
Mm-hmm.
Pacification Array was really good against you.
Yeah, I don't know if that should belong in a main deck. I mean, it did seem very good against Thing in the Eye specifically, but against, I'm not sure how the format's going to look. Like, it does seem like it's pretty good if a lot of people play Heart of Kiran since the Smuggler's Copter is no longer legal.
Right.
I don't know. It didn't seem bad at all, but I don't know how good it would be against a deck that can just spray the board with a bunch of 2 and 3 power creatures.
For sure. It's a way to like contain Gideon from just like plussing and killing you, which is nice.
Sure. Makes sense.
We talked about this off camera, but I'm pretty sure Declaration Stone should just 100% be Stasis Snare.
Yeah, well, for me, I just have never really liked Declaration Stone in decks that don't just put an immense amount of pressure on you.
Yep.
Tom Ross's old White Weenie deck that played Night of the White Orchid, for example, like it could go triple 1-drop into Anthem Effect, into Declaration Stone, or just triple 1-drop into Declaration Stone, and those draws were very good. And also Declaration Stone was killing stuff like Sylvan Advocate, Hangerback Walker, cards that were going to be hard for your X1 creatures to get through, like your 2/1s and stuff like that. So it made sense for Declaration Stone to be good in that deck. But in all these like mopey mid-range green-white decks, there's not a lot of tokens to hit other than Ishkanah. And so you're almost always going to be giving your opponent a free card. And if you can't capitalize on the tempo disadvantage that your opponent has to spend extra mana to get that card, then Declaration just doesn't seem like it does anything.
I agree. And SRAM's as Todd pointed out, SRAM's expertise in the Stasis Snare is a pretty nice little curve.
Yeah, for sure. Well, real quick about the blue-red deck, I feel like the third Baral is probably going to be very good. I do want to get that in there. Especially, we can always discard extra copies, or our opponent's going to kill them, and our deck just felt so much better when we had an early Baral. Maybe even 4. Not sure yet.
That game 5 was filthy, where you're just double spelling. Like you discarded your 4th land and didn't care, just was double spelling every turn. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was sweet. The dangers of playing as counterspells, though, are very real for this deck. Your Tormenting Voices and stuff like that are going to get hit. It's possible if we move up on Baral, we should also just move up to 4 negates in the main deck to make sure we protect ourselves from opposing counterspells. But then we are still vulnerable to Spell Queller. So we're going to have to build this deck based around how other people approach the format, I think. If a lot of people are playing Spell Queller still, even though there's no more Reflector Mage, this deck is probably not going to be very good.
Sure.
But like I said, since there's no more Reflector Mage, the odds, I think, of that happening are pretty small. Probably want to either move away from Trophy Mage and toward just more Dynavolt Towers. I feel like I just didn't have time to catch Trophy Mage very often.
Odds are good. You probably want a third.
Yeah.
Your deck doesn't really benefit from having a bullet package anyways. So
that's true. I was mostly I thought that I had the sideboard, Filigree Familiar, but I don't think that is worth it. I don't know. That's basically all I got.
Yeah. I liked my deck. I think there's a lot of potential here. You can just play a fair game. You can kind of just play Ulamog on turn 5 or turn 6, which is pretty filthy. You don't need to interact with your opponent much if you're going to play Ulamog on turn 5 or 6.
Yeah, for sure. Ulamog is very powerful. And, a lot of people were so happy that Emrakul was banned, and I actually wish that Emrakul was around and Marvel was banned, because I feel like Ulamog off of Marvel is actually just better. But you're never going to have the game plan where you just get to cast just your 10 drop or whatever, right? Whereas you could cast Emrakul for 7 or 8 pretty regularly in those decks. They were moving more towards fair mid-range strategy with a Marvel package as opposed to hard Marvel combo, which we saw at the Pro Tour.
Yeah, exactly. I think Wizards wants you to be able to have that awesome moment where you turn 4, play Marvel, flip Ulamog off top. It's not fun to play against.
It was awesome the first time I played against it. I was like, holy crap, that's great. And then the 50th time I played against it, I was just like, holy crap, why is this happening to me?
Yeah, but there's also just more times than that happening, there's the situations where your opponent keeps 7 and they just peel Ulamog off the top and they can never cast it.
Sure. And also, with them being a little more focused on Ulamogs, the odds of them having to play more stuff like Tormenting Voice or Cathartic Reunion goes up.
Yep.
They may actually just supplant one of the big slots for Worldbreaker main deck and try to play that game.
I have no problem if they just have to play Worldbreaker in their deck.
No, I think Worldbreaker is great. Anyway. All right, well, that's going to be all for me in Majors today. This weekend, we're going to have the inaugural Standard Open featuring Eat the Revolt in Columbus, Ohio. It's going to be standard 15 rounds of Swiss, followed by top 8. Patrick and Cedric?
For sure.
Patrick Sullivan, my buddy.
Not Cedric Phillips.
Cedric Phillips, my boss. We're going to be doing commentary, the dream team, if you will. It's going to be a lot of fun. You guys make sure if you can't attend the event, you do check it out on SCG Live. But that's all for me. We got a lot more videos this week coming at you guys with Ether Revolt spoilered cards. Spoilered?
Good enough.
New cards. New standard.
Spoiled.
Yeah, spoiled cards. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching the Verse Series at StarCGames.com. For Michael Majors, I'm Todd Anderson. See you soon.